Welcome to Porn Talk with Powerful Eric. End the porn habit. Reclaim your power.
Greetings, powerful people. Welcome to the Porn Talk Powercast. This is Powerful Eric. Let me tell you a short story. Once upon a time, there was an old woman who carried a little worn and ragged sack. In the sack was one small, tarnished dream. It was her reason for going on. Long since, all the other dreams had been lost somewhere along the wayside. But this one last little dream she cherished and refused to part with. As she trudged along, she became tired and sat under a tree. Suddenly, she had an inspiration. With trembling hands, she drew out the tarnished and dull little dream. She held it lovingly in her hands, and then all at once she began to rub and polish the dream and shine it. Great excitement filled her. As she worked on the dream, she hardly realized the passing of time, and after a while, she saw that the dream was as shiny and sparkling as it could become. She held the dream admiringly in front of her, held it up and loved it. And in its shininess, she caught a glimpse of her own reflection. She was astonished. She saw a beautiful face as young and full of wonder as it had been the day she created the dream. Then suddenly, she was no longer tired. This could be the story of anyone. It could be your story. Well, this was certainly my story. The worst I got in my sex and porn addiction is when I completely gave up on my goals and dreams. I was working, driving a small delivery truck and landscaping on the side for money. I didn't see any way out. I didn't see how my dreams could come true. I attended seminars and read countless books in self-improvement. Finally, one day, when I was feeling particularly bad about myself after acting out, I took all my self-improvement books and recordings and threw them all away. I didn't sell them or give them to a good cause. I had so many books and tapes that they would not fit in our trash bins. So I illegally put them in the dumpster of a church. I was jaded, to say the least. You see, I always wanted to do something special. I always wanted to help people in a very important way. And I wanted to do that by speaking, presenting, and motivating and inspiring people. But at that time, I was attending 12-step meetings where we labeled ourselves. Back then, I was powerless, Eric. I asked myself, how can a sex and porn addict inspire anyone to do anything? So I went deeper and deeper into my sex and porn addiction. Speaker Les Brown says, when you are not pursuing your goal in life, when you are unfulfilled and just cruising along unconsciously, you are literally committing spiritual suicide. Stop punishing yourself. I remember in school, I had a bulletin board in my room, and I had wrote on the bulletin board, Eric is dumb. And then I realized I didn't want anybody to see that. So I took a bumper sticker from a rock and roll radio station, and I put it over what I wrote. But the bumper sticker started to peel off a little bit, and my brother saw it, and he said, "Who wrote that?" And I said, "I don't know." And he said, "You wrote that. You were mad at yourself." Well, he was right. I did write it, and I was mad at myself. And I continued to be mad at myself for almost all my life. You may be mad at yourself for being addicted to porn. I understand. I've been there. One thing that can bring you out of your anger is by pursuing your goals and dreams. I've since learned that your job is not to find out how to do it. It's not to find out how to achieve that goal or how to achieve that dream. Your job is to just put it out there, to make one small, seemingly insignificant step toward your goal. A great example of what I'm talking about on not knowing the how it's going to happen. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be giving presentations or talking to people in public or doing shows about pornography. Uh, no, that never ever thought, never crossed my mind. If you would have told me 20 years ago that I'd be giving presentations and doing shows about how I was addicted to pornography, I would have thought you were crazy. But yet, this has been the vehicle for me to pursue my dream. My dream was to inspire people, to motivate people, to really help people. But I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do that. Well, here it is. The universe provided me the way to reach my goal. It was not the way that I wanted. It was not the way that I had planned, but here it is. And actually, I got to say that it is better. It is better than what I had hoped for. Why is that? Well, because I really truly help people. Can be a really debilitating addiction. But my point is, don't ask how. Just take some small steps, take some really small steps, and just keep taking those little steps. And eventually, you'll get there. It may not be the way you want it, but you'll get there. A gentleman I'm coaching right now is a songwriter, but he's working at a technical job. And he was not pursuing his goal. He was not pursuing his dream. He was not writing songs. Now he has got out his songs and started writing songs again. Is he going to be the next Garth Brooks or John Legend? I don't know. But that's besides the point. He now has a passion, a goal that can take him out of his head. It is something that he can positively be mindful about. It is something to get excited about. The legendary martial artist Bruce Lee said, "A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at." What is something you like doing that you would do whether you are being paid for it or not? Maybe you want to write a song or be a singer, write a book, become a doctor, an architect, create a video game, become a parent, an actor. Perhaps you do want to be an actor, but think, oh, it's impossible to break into Hollywood. Well, maybe you could just start out by making a 30-second or a short YouTube video of you doing an acting scene. I don't know. Your job is not to find out how to do it. Your job is to just put it out there and take one small, seemingly insignificant step toward your goal. But there is a barrier to reaching that goal. It's called porn. It diverts your precious, precious life force energy away from your goals and dreams and just dissipates it, just waste it. Believe me, I know I dissipated my life force energy for decades. Are you going to continue to waste your life force? Are you going to continue to be miserable and leading a life of quiet desperation? Or are you going to do something about it? The best way to break a habit is to create a new habit in its place. How about instead of acting out with porn and sex, that you act on your goals and dreams? What small, seemingly insignificant task can you do right now to move you towards your goals and dreams? Think of this. By not pursuing your goals and dreams, you are robbing the world of what you have to offer. But you may be in a really dark place now. I get that. You may be saying to yourself, I have nothing to offer this world. And here's what I have to say to that. I say, bullshit. The fact that you are here on this planet right now means that you still have something to offer. But you may be saying, well, I'm sure I do have something to offer, but I don't know what that is. Then that's your short-term goal. Find out what that is. And there's a book called Finding Your Own North Star by Martha Beck that was helpful to me, or better yet, call me. I can help you do that. I'm at 314-717-0377. I know a couple of small, seemingly insignificant things that you can do to help me manifest my dream and help other people. And that is by liking this, subscribing to this, or rating and reviewing this show. It does make a difference. Now, hold on. I know you hear this all the time. Please just take a minute to do that. It will help get this out there. Help me help other people. So are you going to continue the same path you've been on? Let me give you some tough love. Instead of hoping that someday you'll be able to quit porn, how about taking the time to take some action? Take action. Call me. My number is area code 314-717-0377. I don't bite. When you do call, it'll ask for your first name. That's just to weed out the wackos. But please call me. You may not be in a place where you can do that. So then drop me an email at eric@powerfuleric.com. And dude, I know how you feel. I've been there. It sucks. I can help you take decades off your learning curve. I will not only help you break your porn habit, I will help you dust off and pursue your dreams. So dust off your dreams, drop me an email, eric@powerfuleric.com, or call me 314-717-0377. If you do, I'll send you a copy of my audiobook, Everything You Know About Sex and Porn Addiction Is Wrong, the 21 Myths About Sex and Porn Addiction. And I'll leave you with this thought that says, never let anyone get in the way of your dreams, not even yourself.